Alright folks, how are we doing? It's Shabash and DANGY is joining us again. Doing an Underworld portal this time, one of the new theme dungeons in Orna 3.0. This is beta, so potential changes by the time it goes live. We're going to have DANGY running this as party leader. DANGY, how's it going? Let's fire this one up.
Good, thanks mate. Excited. I'll queue her up.
So DANGY going in as leader, we should get a little pop-up. Don't know if you've done it yet, DANGY.
I have.
Alright, I've not got it, so give me 1 second, I'm restarting. A little bit buggy still. Typically you have to restart a few times, especially if it freezes in dungeons. Either restart or the leader restart, so DANGY, yeah, there we go. We get the... Oh, that didn't work for some reason.
I'll resend it.
And we're in the lobby, so let's go. Okay, so gonna notice quite a few Baylor themed mobs here. We get Baylor stuff, including of course Baylor gateways. I think this is going to be a lot of people's new favorite dungeon. DANGY, what do you reckon?
Can't say no to scrolls, can you? It's a fantastic dungeon. I like the themes, obviously being that it sticks to families like the Baylors here. But yeah, mate, extra chances at scrolls. Count me in.
Absolutely. I think from what we understood before, from guys doing some tests and stuff, like the best way before to get scrolls was doing tier 9 normal dungeons. And like on average you'd get 1 scroll every 8 dungeons or something like this. Now with these themed dungeons, as long as you're doing it as a party, I think we're averaging like 2-3 scrolls a dungeon, which is absolutely crazy.
Yeah. I think it's changed from day one of the beta. Like it had more enemies per floor at the very start, and it feels like as of today it's been tweaked down. Especially if you run it solo, Shabash, you'll usually only get at most 2 enemies per floor now, which might tone down the scrolls, but it's still way more. And if you run in a party of 4, 2 to 3 an Underworld is pretty standard.
Yeah, I was mentioning that on my just released Chaos dungeon as well. So this is, I think, week 2 of beta so far, and as you say, he's just modified the amount of mobs you get. And this is one other new thing in beta's AoE spells. We've got Mage's Pavane, which I think nobody's used for, I don't know, 2 years, whenever Charmer was released basically. Here's our first gateway.
Yep.
And I get a double. No scroll for me. And currently there's only Mage's Pavane and Mage's Dance, which are doing AoE. Potentially, as is his beta, I'm sure he'll bring more AoE skills into the game. But for now, it's just Mage's Pavane. Yeah.
Yep. There's a little bit to work through with Mage's Pavane as well. I'm not sure if when you use it now, if you look up the top right where the action log is, it should say, or you can go to the action log, it'll say that Shabash used Mage's Pavane, and it'll say it for every enemy that got hit, so it'll say it 4 times in this instance. So it seems like the AoE skill is essentially being used per enemy, like 1 time per enemy, which causes some funky little interactions. Like right now you've got Berserk on, which is a dot, which normally would hurt you once per turn, but when you use Mage's Pavane, currently it's hurting you for every enemy that it hits.
Yeah. You lose. I think I lost about 2,400 health there rather than 600.
Mm-hmm.
Same goes for the Life Siphon proc using this as deity, so if Life Siphon procs, it seems to proc it for every single mob as well.
Yep.
Do you reckon he'll change that? Like, should it go back to just one instance of the dot? of the life siphon, etc.
Interaction that is in place with Mage's Purveyne, where you seem to be doing more damage the more enemies you hit as well, so there's probably a little bit to tweak with it. The main takeaway for me though is that I'm just absolutely like stoked to see, really excited to see multi-enemy hits happening in Orna. Like this is so cool.
It's super cool. Sorry, I think I cut your audio off there, Tangy, by mistake, but we got the end of it, which is talking about the AoE stuff, which is super awesome.
Yeah, it's so exciting. Right to mute me, mate. Guy talks too much. I gotta mute him from time to time.
All right. Gotta watch this dot as well. There's our first scroll, I think, for me anyway. We got a Hades sprite change as well.
Yeah, a few sprite changes about actually.
A few new elite Fomorian mobs as well. There's one there. Elite Fomorian mage. But the Reapers in here are absolutely deadly.
Yeah, I ran one of these solo as Deity Charmer, what you're doing right now. I think it was yesterday. And this was before, so there's been a recent change to the way that the Foresight is working. At the moment, now all classes have a base 500 Foresight. I don't know what it was on Deity or Realm Shifter yesterday, but for me on Gilga yesterday, my Foresight was 72, so it's quite a big change to go from 72 to 500.
Yeah.
And what it meant is you could enter these dungeons, and before you'd even get a turn, the enemies could hit you 5 times. So I actually failed a couple of these things getting killed by Reapers before I got a chance to act.
Yeah.
I think you did too, right?
Yeah, I think there's a video of that somewhere. Pretty bonkers.
Brutal.
Yeah. So he's been playing around with the Foresight changes already. It's not even 1 week into beta.
Yes.
We'll see where he ends up. But there we go. I think I got 2 scrolls. At least 1 I only saw. I don't know about you, Dangy.
I got 2.
Oh, you got 2?
So
Nice
I'll take
okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay. So there we go. Underworld Portal. Super awesome. We'll end this video by showing that you can run the same dungeon multiple times within your party. So Dangy just ran this very dungeon and he'll have it on cooldown, but I can actually go and enter it myself. So you can do, if you've got a party of 4, you can all go in as leader at least 1 time. Remember, you will rip the dungeon if the party leader dies, so be wary of that. In any case, Dangy, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me, mate.
Everyone else, thanks for watching. Big thanks to all Twitch and Patreon supporters, and we'll see you with more Orna themed dungeon content and beta content and Arisen podcast very, very soon. Ciao.